I just wanted to give you an example of one of the other therapy rooms we have.
Okay.
This is Sarah Chakowski's office. As you can see, we've worked really hard to turn it around, make it more welcoming, some interior decorating. So we always have a kid component as well as an adult component where they could be comfortable in the space.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
So as far as privacy and how people should approach the counseling center,
Absolutely.
what do you tell people?
We legally and ethically are bound by confidentiality, which means that everything that happens in a therapy space stays there. And we work very diligently to make sure that people walking in the door are feeling safe to be there. We also are very cognizant about people calling in or asking for information. We can't share that without someone's consent.
Right.
So it's the same thing that when we're in here, this is work, and then out in the community, should we bump into you, we wish you well, but it's a different relationship. We keep work at work.
So let's say I don't want to come here. I don't want anybody to see me.
Yep.
Well, how do you handle that? Will they come to me?
The only time in which we do that is for children, mostly related to our safety, in which we can go through the Children's Behavioral Health Initiative, the CBHI program. We go to homes.
Okay.
But for safety and this being a business, we have people self-walk in, and then once they're in-house, we work as quickly to get them to a private space in which they have the security and the safety to talk about what they'd like to.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So you can walk through some of our hallways. We have 11 offices total. We have
Doesn't look that big.
I know, it's a little bit of a labyrinth of up and down, up and down. We're moving slowly into the Family Resource Center. It's a grant that the state has paid for to offer free services 40 hours a week. We did some new signage. We share this space with Health Imperatives, which is known as family planning, and are working collaboratively together. So there's the WIC program, there's legal aid, there's healthy families, nutrition, and it can be accessed through the side door, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of what this looks like.
Oh my gosh. So this is all connected. This was once
Yes.
apartments.
Yep, and they're all separately divided up now, and we're providing free services through the back.
And how about the location? I mean, are you happy with it?
We love it. The children can walk straight from school. It's very close to the hospital.
right,
It's walking distance to the Boys and Girls Club. It's mid-island. It's the heart of the center of the island, and we feel like we're appropriately fitted. So this is the waiting room for the Family Resource Center, and this is also known as the drop-in center. We have AA meetings every single day, twice a day, and in the times that there isn't AA meetings, we are using this as a group room, a waiting room, and opportunities for families to come and connect. And it's nice to have some outdoor play space as well for kids and families. As the community continues to grow, so do our services. We really try to meet the needs of the community, so we were able to work with the AA community and family planning to share the space, which we were thrilled about.
What about AA? I mean, it used to be where, you'd go to one of the churches and
so there are 50 plus meetings a week, and they are located lots of different places. There's some at the hospital, some at the churches downtown, and then a bulk of them are in Guin Village, where we're located, just off Coast Guard housing, just towards the back, and 7 a.m. and 5 a.m. almost every single day, and then more on the weekends.
And they can always call?
They can walk in, or they can call the national number, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. So there's usually 2 to 3 offices upstairs of every stairwell. I'm just going to show you upstairs to where one of the therapy spaces are. So as you can see, it's hopefully a very welcoming place, very comfortable to be at. We have a TV for many educational groups for nurturing parents, nurturing families. Updated workspace. Now all clinicians have laptops. We have a secure server. These are some of just the new additions we've been having. Sound machine.
What is that for?
Just to keep everything that you can hear.
Oh.
For confidentiality.
What is that sound? Is it like a highway?
It's the sound of the waves.
Oh, that's a wave.
So it could be birds chirping,
idea.
so that once you close the door, nobody can hear the voices.
That's a great idea.
We have it outside of every therapy room. Yeah. So this is Athlon Sweeney, our clinical director's room. Again, each room has a little bit of its own feel.
Sure does.
but a great opportunity to feel at home and supported and comfortable.
And these are all your counselors here?
That's 18 of the 26 of us.
Oh, nice picture.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
It's a good team. It's a
Now,
great team.
Suicide's been an issue lately.
Yes.
How does that fit in? How often does it happen? How are you dealing with it? How do you help?
Yeah. So we start a lot with prevention and having families recognize that they can talk about it and it not be a scary thing. Going back to wanting to promote wellness and getting people earlier in treatment so that it doesn't end up leading to tragedy. Every small community nationally across the U.S., suicide is a challenge for us. We're trying to work with other not-for-profits and increasing education, having community forums, increasing the ability to come in and seek treatment sooner. That's why our team continues to grow. We keep hiring to ensure that people have the treatment they need it when they need it.
Do we have, statistically, do we have more suicides on Nantucket than other places?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Some of that may be the remote location. It may also be the seasonality of work and the financial challenges of being here. Yeah. Putting a lot of emphasis on working for the summer season and then work for many trades, plumbing, electricians, gardening, painting, is limited in the winter.
Yeah.
But as we said, we're trying to have it so that the Family Resource Center creates some programming for people to drop in, promote some healthy families through education, do more ongoing things throughout the community so that there's more.
But doing videos like this or whatever else you do,
Yeah.
The key is getting people to feel comfortable in maybe approaching you way before.
Absolutely.
Like if somebody's got real financial trouble.
That shouldn't be a barrier
That
to
seems-
seeking treatment.
No, it shouldn't.
Absolutely.
And so it's up to that family member
Yep.
to see it. And what do they say? How should they?
They walk
deal
in
with it?
and they say, I want some help.
My husband or my wife is in trouble.
Yep.
I feel like there's a problem. And
Yeah.
and what would you do?
We work immediately with the family to lay eyes on that
Would
person.
you call that person up?
Absolutely.
You would.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we work really hard to have the person self-admit with the support of a loved one, a family member, a sibling. But we also do outreach when we recognize that people are having a tough time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see another one, and then I got something else to talk to you.
Okay. So this would probably be the last one that
Well,
it's mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So what's this? All the
Oh,
really
me.
figuring it out? Huh?
Yes, trying to problem solve and having a visual dynamic. I didn't intend for anyone to see that,
Well,
but the scribblings
that's
of my
how you have to
mind.
do it,
Yes,
right?
yes. So trying to work together
All
to.
right. But I saw the second shot.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about how that helps and how people should approach that place.
Absolutely. It's located next to the new Stop and Shop Mid-Island. We've had it for 11 years, but moved at Mid-Island to really catch the year-round population. It's open 6 days a week, on average 8 hours a day. We are very thankful that the community has donated and gifted us some gently used clothing, some housewares, some homewares, of which we turn around and sell for a very reasonable cost, and it keeps our doors open. It's
amazing.
It is amazing. It's part of the puzzle of what
It's
keeps
like
us
the
afloat.
hospital thrift store, but it's for you guys.
Absolutely.
How do you keep that? How do you support that? How can you pay for that location, which is so important?
It's
Is that a donation?
It is not. They do have a reasonable cost for us, and
That's
they've been a great landlord. But we are so thankful that the community has stepped up and donated in very large ways. We've seen it with real estate agents. Anytime they flip a house, they sometimes gift us some of the homewares. We also have many families that outgrow their children are growing faster than can and gift us great clothing.
Yeah.
Someone gave us 18 brand new bikes and made a lot of people happy.
Good.
So anyone who gifts to us, we are so appreciative of it.
All right. One more thing, and unless you have something else you want to tell me, I want to ask you about heroin
Yeah.
specifically.
Yes.
What is happening on island with heroin?
It's happening everywhere, but it's more affordable and more accessible than prescription pain pills.
Right.
And like any opioid, it ends up being easier to access and people are starting sooner. So as the progression of addiction increases from snorting to smoking to eating to ingesting it with IV. We're concerned about the community having too many resources and too much time to access it. So we're working in conjunction with a lot of other not-for-profits, Access Nantucket, the hospital, Dr. Lepre, to provide a program in which we offer medication-assisted recovery, Suboxone with Dr. Tim Lepre, and then mandated individual or group treatment to really treat the underlying reasons of why people are using, and then offer a lot of supports to the school about early intervention, early education. Many people think addiction doesn't happen to them till it's too late. It can happen to anyone. It doesn't discriminate. So we want to get the information out there, and the agency's approach is prevention. Prevention for mental health, prevention for addiction, and really notifying people it's okay to ask for help earlier. We all need it.
We certainly do. And
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you wanted to mention?
We're so thankful for the community's support. We couldn't have done it without them, and we're really excited that we're turning over a new leaf and would love to have people come check us out. Just pop in and see that it's not what people previously thought it was.
Yeah, feel comfortable.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about too, and I want to thank you, Tess.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gino.